Are the evangelical Christians really our friends? Right. So the truth is, I don't know the answer to that question. I think so. Um, we need to take our friends wherever we can find them. But there's always, at least the Chazal, right, an unease, an uncertainty when it comes to people of other faith befriending us, right? Potential enemies befriending us. Do they really mean it or not? Right? There's a famous Rashi Medrash that explains the dots on the top of Esav kissing Yaakov and hugging him. All right, was that real? Was that not? There's this sense of unease, and amazingly, you find it by Yitro as well. We have the introduction to Yitro in our parsha, and it seems very positive. Right, Moshe tells Yitro about all the fabulous things, right, that happened to Am Yisrael, happened to the Jewish people. Vayisaper Moshe lechot. Moshe tells his father-in-law, Kol asher asa Hashem leparo l'Mitzrayim, to all, right, of the everything that Hashem did to Paro Mitzrayim, leaving Egypt, right, and then we read Vayichad Yitro al Kol Hato. Yitro was Vayichad. Come back to that in a second, on all the good that Hashem did to Israel when He saved them from Mitzrayim. And He says, "Vayomer Yitro Baruch Hashem," right? Blessed is Hashem Asher Yitzil Etchem Mitzrayim. Right? Atayadati ki gadola. Now I know Hashem is great. Right? That sounds like Yitro has drank the Kool-Aid. Right? He believes, he's seen, he's heard. It's unbelievable. He's thankful. He's coming to join the Jewish people. Moshe is his son-in-law. Right, and everything good. But now let's go back to what is Vayichad Yitro. Right, that's an interesting word. Right, Chad could be one, could be something else. So here the Targum Onkelos reads this as right, V'chade Yitro. That Yitro was happy. Right, Vayismach, he was happy, he was overjoyed. This is great news, unbelievable, and that fits the pshat and the psukim very well. Right, the context is positive. Yitro is positive. He's happy this happened. Vayichad Yitro, he is happy. But Rashi quotes a medrash. Right, that medrash is a little bit less positive, and that medrash reads as follows. Right, Midrasho naase bisaro chidudin chidudin. Right, chad from the language of sharp, little cuts and incisions. His flesh became, right, was like almost like it was daggers slicing his skin. Shahaya meitzar al ibud Mitzrayim, right, that he was devastated, he was sad and troubled by the destruction of Egypt. Right, now you have to wonder, why does Rashi quote this medrash? Why does the medrash say this? Right? Isn't it all positive? Isn't everything good? Yitro is happy. And how does this medrash explain the pshat? Right? That's really the question. What does the medrash do with all these psukim? Right? Vayomer Yitro Baruch Hashem Asher Yitzilachem Mitzrayim. Blessed is God who saved you from Mitzrayim. And he's really sad about the destruction of Egypt. Seems like he's happy. And now I know that Hashem is great. Where is the negative? And I think, right, how does the Rashi and the Medrash and others read these psukim? Is you have to look beneath the surface of Yitro. And for them, that's why the language of Vayichad is used and not Vayismach. Right? The Torah just could have said, and he was happy. Right? But it uses Vayichad to tell us, look beyond the surface. Don't listen to the words that he says. Look at what's in his heart. Right? And what's in his heart doesn't match what is in his mouth. Says the right things. It sounds good. God is great and he's good to you, and I'm so happy. But that's the external. Internally, the prince of Midian is devastated that Paro and Mitzrayim have been destroyed. He's not happy for the Jewish people. Right? Rashi and this medrash encapsulate, right, what has been for many years and centuries, right? Rabbinic unease with friendship from the other, right? It's exactly like Vayishakeu, right? Vayichamkeu, Vayishakeu, that Esav hugged and kissed him. Externally, love and friendship. Internally, maybe he wants to chop his head off, right? That uncertainty, that tension runs literally throughout Jewish history. So I don't really know much about the evangelical world. I do hope that they are our friends. Right? But that's the unease that some people feel with that relationship certainly has its roots, right, in centuries of Jewish thought. That I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.